Welcome everyone to Balance by Megan. I'm Megan. Today's sequence is a game day flow. So if you're doing this in real time, it is the Super Bowl today. And it is a big deal if you're a sports fan in Canada and the United States. So it's a day that's kind of written off to get ready for this big game. So with that being said, this flow has a lot of movement in it. It has a few detoxing twists since we'll probably be eating a lot today and probably not the greatest of food. But that's okay, right? Because it's balance. And it's a day to have fun. With that being said, come into extended child's pose. Big toes to touch, knees as wide as the mat. And come on down to Cool Kid Town. Come on down to your mat. Rock a little from side to side here. If your forehead does not reach the mat, no problem. You can take like a fist on fist type of hand gesture. Here, you can come on top of your head like this. Find what's working for you today. Today's flow is swift. So just go with the flow. Give it a shot, give it a try. Get a little bit of some yoga before we undoubtedly park our butts on the couch for a few hours to watch the fun game. And take another few breaths here. Maybe we could just do a yoga flow of being in child's pose. 20 minutes. Ugh, this is like my favorite pose. Inhale, come on up. Keep your knees as wide as the mat, hands underneath your shoulders. Just a little bit in front actually. Inhale, drop the belly, come into your cow pose. Exhale, arch the back. Inhale, drop the belly, heart shines forward. Exhale, arching your back. Let's get a little crazy with it. Inhale, drop the belly. As you exhale, arch the back, sink the hips back down. Inhale, slide on through, come into your cow pose. Exhale, sink back into your cat. So move through this wide-legged child's pose, cat, cow variation here. Why not, right? Yoga does not have to be so rigid all the time. It's actually meant to explore your own body, so have fun with it. Let's do 2 more. And then we'll draw the knees together and slide on down through to your belly. So keep your hands nice and wide underneath the shoulders here in line with the ribs. And inhale, roll the shoulders up, come into a cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, catch a wave and release. Inhale. Exhale. Curl the toes underneath. Press up to push up, or you can come to your knees to tabletop first. Take a breath here, and exhale, come up and back to your downward facing dog. Pedal it out, finding some movement, stretching out the side body. I don't know why I gave myself an accent there. And then come to stillness. Upper arm bone spiraling out. Inner thigh bones spiraling in. You can think of it as bringing your big toes in slightly. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top. Come into your forward fold. And inhale, roll on up. Come into your mountain pose. Strong pose here. Take a few breaths in. And then we'll build a little bit of fire here, a little bit of heat. And inhale, reach on up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step the right toes back. Come into a low lunge. Back knee goes down, pressing into the top of the feet. And you might just find a little sway here, a little bit of movement. You can curl those toes underneath if that helps a little bit more. Gives you a little bit more stability. Feel this in the hip flexor. And then we'll press into the top of that foot. And inhale, rise on up. Come into a goalpost variation here of your crescent lunge. Yes. And exhale, release. Plant the hands, straighten the front leg, come into a runner stretch. Making sure we have a 90-degree angle in our back leg. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, release. Whew. Nice hamstring stretch here. Believe it or not, Google, after this video, how many football teams and how many football players actually do yoga. It's actually a staggering amount, so. Inhale, come on through. Plant the hands. Pick up the back leg and step back. Come into a plank pose. And just to spice it up a little bit, take your left hand, touch your right shoulder. Place it down. Right hand touches left shoulder. Place it down. Inhale. Exhale. Back and forth here. Just build a little bit of strength. And then send it up to your downward dog. And paddle it out. So a lot of athletes, well, yoga is so good. It's a full body strengthening exercise. It can be. But a lot of athletes also use it for injury prevention. So fun fact for your yoga video today. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. And exhale, make your way to the top. Come into a forward fold and roll on up. Actually, I'm getting a little off topic here, but I think it was Aaron Rodgers from the Green Bay Packers, my husband's favorite team, that said he actually prefers hot yoga to being in the gym, so fun fact. Inhale, rise on up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step the left toes back. Come into your low lunge. So you can just find some stillness here. You can take an active low lunge if you want, by curling the toes underneath and rocking a little front and back. And we'll take a breath in, breath out, and inhale, come up to your goal post. Crescent lunge today, yay! Exhale, release. Straighten the front leg, come into your runner stretch. Flex that front foot. Inhale, look forward, exhale, release. Breathe deeply here. Make sure you're not collapsing into one side too much, but you have a nice weight distribution. And then on your next inhale, roll on through. Curl the toes underneath. And then step your right foot back, come into your plank. Let's spice it up here and do our shoulder taps again. So try not to move your hips. I know it seems impossible, but you're just trying to avoid this overdoing here. Keep a nice, strong core. Release and send the knot up to your downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. You can keep an active dog if that's feeling called to you. You can find stillness. Breathe deep. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, whoa, make your way to the top. Come into your forward fold. I got a little excited there. And inhale, roll on up. So come into your mountain pose. And you can step the feet about hip bone width apart. So make any adjustments that you need. And then we'll step into the right leg and make it nice and heavy. Inhale, draw the left leg up. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, place it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Once more like this. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, and rather than putting it down, exhale, step back. Come into your high lunge. Making sure that the front knee is over the front ankle. And inhale, raise on up. Come into your goalpost variation of your high lunge. And then engage the core as you open up to the right side. Find a stillness, find a strength, some stability. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, open up to your warrior two. Woo! Make sure you're in a heel to arch alignment. And breathe deeply. So a little bit of a stability, strengthening, challenge there. There's balance, there's core. Take another breath here. And as you exhale, straighten that front leg, bump the hips back, reach forward and come into your triangle pose. So we can gaze up to those top fingers, or you can gaze down to the floor. Make sure you're pressing into the big toe mound. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, gaze down, bend into that front knee. Come back to your warrior two for a breath. And as you exhale, pivot on that back foot. Come back to your lunge. Step the right toes back and move through a flow, perhaps keeping the right leg lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, evening it out. You might even take a breath in through the nose. Exhale, lion's breath, tongue out. Twice more. Release some of that heat, some of that fire. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, make your way to the top. Come into your forward fold and roll on up. Come into your mountain pose. Whew, it might be a little hot here. Take the feet about hip bone width apart. Step into the left leg, make it strong, and inhale, lift the right up. Exhale, place it down. Inhale up, you can clasp your knee if that helps. Place the hands wherever they feel natural. And then the next time that it's up, step the right foot back, come into your high lunge, I should say. Goalpost arms go up. Inhale, gaze up. As you exhale, twist open to the left. Find stability. Smile. Take another breath here. And exhale, open up. Whoa, warrior two. Hard to do this and talk at the same time. So come into your heel to arch alignment. Making sure that you can see the big toe in front of your knee. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Breathe deeply. Take one more breath. And then we'll straighten that front leg, bump the hips back, reach forward and come into your triangle pose. Gazing up to the top or down to your foot. Everybody take a few deep, calming breaths here. Inhale. As you exhale, bend into that front knee, come back to your warrior two. And then take back, pivot on the back foot, come into your low lunge. Step the left toes back, keep it hovered as you move through a flow. Exhale, come into your downward facing dog. Good job, everyone. And if you fell a little or came out of your pose, no problem, it happens to the best of us. And it's all about just getting back to it. You're in the comfort of your home, so there's no one there to judge you. And all going off of that, we should just not judge people in general, so. On your next exhale, let your knees touch the mat, swing your legs to one side, and come to have a seat, sending the legs out long. So center yourself on your mat. I always find I migrate towards the back of my mat more. Come into a nice staff pose here. Spine nice and long. Fingertips pressing into the mat on either side of our pelvis. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, fold forward from the hips. You can bend the knees if you need a little bit more love in the lower back. And don't try to strive for your toes, just place your hands wherever they may fall. And come into your best version of Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, come on up. Place the left foot over the right leg, keeping the foot nice and flat. And you can stay here, or you can swing the right leg behind you. Inhale, reach the right arm up, and as you exhale, take it into a bind. You can also hug yourself. You can press your elbow into your knee there, creating a little bit of resistance. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a little more. And these twists are nice, especially with all the food we'll undoubtedly be eating today. And if you're not, good for you, you don't need it. Exhale, release, just take a counter bind. Take the left hand, elbow on the opposite side of your knee there, and unpretzel, unwind, send the legs out long. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Pick the right leg up, place it flat on the floor on the left side of your leg. You can stay here, or you can kick the left leg around. Inhale, reach the left arm up, and as you exhale, come into your twist. Again, you can take the hug, it's just as, totally lost my train of thought there. It's just as good as taking the bind. Sometimes we just need a little bit of some love. A little bit of a hug never hurts. Keep flexion in your left foot here just to protect the knee. Take one more breath. As you exhale, release, unpretzel, and come into the opposite bind here, just a little counter. Release, send the legs out long. Point the toes. Take a steeple grip with your hands, so point your index fingers, and roll on down to your back. Slow as you can, see if you can really slow it down until you come flat on your back. And toes spill open to the outside of the mat. Palms up for receiving. And we take a rest. We come into our best, most loving position of Savasana. And take as much time as you need here in corpse pose, allowing the practice to settle into the body. Otherwise, if you've got a jet, if you've got to go, start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Bring awareness back to this time and place. You might nod your head from side to side. And then from there, we'll bring the hands together and bring them right up to the third eye. So if you are celebrating today, have a great time, stay safe, have fun, enjoy, and I'll give you a little go team go. From my heart to yours, namaste.